What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. We up in the building one time for the one time we grinding. Appreciate everybody for checking us out on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Social media links are in the description as well, and we have a Facebook group if you're interested in that. But Anthony Joshua went on First Take this morning. I watched the interview, and he went over there talking about a bunch of lies and I guess I'm not going around with a lot of bling. I guess that's why that's not my swag. I might bling on my belts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't see Wilder walking around with a lot of bling. You know what I'm saying? You know, this dude went on First Take just lying, bro. Just lying. You got people in the comments say, I love you. I love you, AJ. I love you. Get the hell up out of here. We all know. He said, I got an available fight date, April 13th. Wilder's know. He knows I'm available right now. Now, Wilder acting like he don't want the fight. Yeah, he don't want the fight. After he didn't waste the money. You know, it costs money. If you don't know, before we get into the interview for real, it costs money for Deontay Wilder to have people revise bullshit contracts for Eddie Hearn. It costs money to have people see what's wrong in the contract, go through it, rebuttal. It costs money. That costs money, if y'all didn't know that. And for Eddie Hearn to send a contract with no date, no name on it, okay? I mean, no date, no signature from AJ, whatever it was. Come on, anybody about to fight with no date on there? Talking about $12 million. At the end of the day, we found out that AJ can't generate that much money. There's no way he can generate $30 million per fight or pounds per fight. He can't generate that in the UK. Okay? That's why Floyd Mayweather never went over there. That's why Roy Jones never went over there. When you fight in the UK, it's a cap. They can't overcharge for stadium tickets. They can't overcharge for pay-per-view. So it's no point of going over there. It doesn't generate the money it generates in the United States. To put in perspective, Dillian White and Joseph Parker sold 300,000 pay-per-view for $20 a pound. Wilder did it for $75 with Fury. They generated $8 million. Wilder and Fury generated three times more than that, over $24 million. You know, he goes on there in First Take. They didn't ask him about the $50 million. Okay. Max Kellerman was trying to stroke his ego, but also trying to ask a tough question. And, you know, he said he want Wilder above Fury because Fury ain't no champion. He want the WBC belt, as he would say. And that's what he posed to say, okay? He said, you know, he want to fight next. But at the end of the day, you know, that's why you need some real boxing people in there, man. That's going to ask a tough question. But when you in that line of work, when you got to have him want to return to the show, when you want to continue to get access to the fighters, you know what I'm saying? You have to stroke that ego. So you can't ask the questions you really want to ask. Okay? And the real question was to ask is, why did you turn down the $50 million? Why you don't want to fight in America? Why should you fight in Wembley Stadium when y'all don't generate the money out of there? How much money is you really making? You're not making no 30 pounds. You ain't making 30 pounds a fight. You ain't making that. 30 million pounds a fight, excuse me. You ain't making that. Tell you that right now. With $20 pay-per-view and a live gate, they got reduced tickets. That you can't overcharge for tickets. He ain't making that. He goes on there lying, saying that you know, I'm going to be here for the long haul, and, you know, Fury and Wilder going to leave. I'm only 22 fights in. I started boxing late. They've been in boxing for over a decade. Look here, man. When you have a title, I don't care about your experience. When you have a title, 1 fight, 10 fights, 20 fights, 40 fights, 60 fights, you should be ready for anybody. When you have titles and you call yourself a champion, you're no longer a prospect. You're no longer a prospect. So you crying about your excuse is I only got 22. That's your fault. You only fighting 2 times a year. Who can fight Wilder for fighting 6, 7 times a year? and developing. You fighting 2 times a year. So that's not a valid excuse. That's not a valid excuse. I'm just keeping it real. That's not a valid excuse to say, oh, I only got 22. They been nah. You got a gold medal. Deontay Wilder got a bronze and Tyson Fury didn't get a medal. He lost to David Price. So you got a better amateur background than they do. So shouldn't you be on the fast track? You know, I don't want to live off the Vladimir Klitschko win, you know. I'm going to be here a long time. They're going to be gone when man, look here, man. You fight them, you're going to be gone. Either one of them, Fury or Wilder. Either one of them. You going to fight them, you're going to get embarrassed. And he knows it. He don't have no ambitions on fighting Wilder. That's why Wilder not paying him no attention. He not making what he making. Nobody can show me and say, oh, this is what Anthony Joshua's making. It's not public information. If he pulling $30 million a fight, Eddie Hearn got money then. Because Eddie Hearn getting at least 20 then, right? At least 10 million. Eddie Hearn don't have no money. He don't have no real money. You can tell. Anytime you close a quote-unquote $1 billion deal with the zone, you drinking a Corona, you ain't got no money. You ain't popping no expensive champagne, no Louis XIII. You ain't got no money. You drinking a cheap-ass Corona. No offense, I love Coronas. You know, I mean, have you seen somebody close a multi-million-dollar deal, at least a multi-million-dollar deal, and go get a Corona? Real talk. We all know, and also, you know, you sit there, if you get a real interview, oh, you want to fight Deontay Wilder, right? Or you want to fight Tyson Fury April 3rd. Why didn't you show up? Why you didn't show up? This is a good question. To Wilder Fury fight. Why? Well, I had obligations in the UK. You know, Eddie Hearn said, you don't need to go there. I'm telling you, we already know he a ho. If you still defending him, you was a retard. Anybody that know anything about boxing know that this dude is a blip on the radar. This dude ain't here to stay. This dude ain't gonna be in the pantheon of greats in the heavyweight division or in this era. He gonna be a motherfucker that bought 3 titles, okay? And then Max Kellerman just sitting there telling lies. You making 30 million pounds a fight, whatever it is, and you snatched the belt away from Vladimir Klitschko. Klitschko didn't have no belt. Klitschko did not have a belt. The WBA ordered the Super WBA title to be fought between Vladimir Klitschko and Luis Ortiz. Ortiz stepped aside to let that fight happen. That's it. So it's a vacant belt. Nobody held that belt. So you didn't snatch a belt from nowhere. You won a vacant belt versus a grandpa coming off almost a 2-year layoff. Coming off a L from Tyson Fury. So let's not act like this dude accomplished something. He just said, and he also said, "Oh, I got the back, and I got the 3 titles, and I got the everything over in the UK. You know, I got the fans. We can get it on in Wembley Stadium." No, you don't. You got 3 titles, man, but you're not generating no money. You show us where you're making 30 million pounds a fight. Show me that. And the reason you probably don't have no bling, it ain't because you conservative. It ain't because you a hoarder. You a penny pinching nigga. The reason you ain't got no bling or you ain't got nothing that's fashionable is because you ain't got no money. I read the article. When he go on boxing and said, he told the fans to fight Wilder, right? If they really wanted to see him fight Wilder, he told the fans to fight Wilder. Right? In that very article, when I find it, I will post a screenshot in the community tab. In that very article, he said, it all can be gone tomorrow, the cars, the clothes, the money. What you mean? Nigga, if you're making $30 million to fight your last 3 fights, $90 million, bro. I'm pretty sure you accumulated another 10 or 15 versus Klitschko. You done generated over $100 million. So you at least should have $50, $60 million after taxes, you feel me? I know they taxes is 50%, right? What you mean you scared to lose it all? Shouldn't you have AJ Burger or chain of McDonald's? He don't talk like nobody that got money. He don't have the confidence of a fighter. He don't have the confidence or a swagger of a rich person, let alone a wealthy man. And neither does Eddie Hearn. He ain't wealthy. He might just barely be rich. No wealthy man wear them cheap suits. No wealthy man wear them old rusty, busty penny loafers. Wealthy people don't wear that. Rich people don't wear that. When you talking about serious real businessman, man. I ain't talking about Bill Gates nerdy ass neither, okay? I'm talking about businessmen as young as Eddie Hearn. Them dudes come out all fly. I ain't talking about Gucci, Versace. I'm talking about real clean suits. With the confidence of a $1 billion man, even if they're $1 million guy. He don't exude that confidence. And his pet Anthony Joshua don't have no confidence and no swagger neither. So my swag are the belts. My swag is the... Like, what? You can look at my bling over there. That's my bling. That's my bling. Like, man, he's a coward, man. He's a coward. And the money ain't in the UK. It ain't. Everybody know that's a lie now. Y'all can't make no money over there. That's why fighters don't go over there. That's why Rory and Floyd never went over there. It's a limit they can charge for the fight. You can't run a checkup like you can run over in the United States in Vegas, LA, Texas, New York. They can't run a checkup over there. You ain't the A side, bro. Your fight don't generate shit. They not over there selling no millions and millions of pay-per-views. They not. They not over there breaking no live gate records. You don't see Eddie Hearn doing a press conference at Vladimir Klitschko and Anthony Joshua sold 2 million pay-per-views at $20 million, 20 pounds. 20 pounds per unit. For 20 pounds, they should be moving 3-4 million. I heard Groves and Froch, one of them fights only did 40,000 buys. Ain't nobody buying them pay-per-views over there. He ain't making no real money. He ain't doing $2-3 million in pay-per-view. 2-3 million pay-per-view buys. Do the math. 20 pounds times 1 million, how much is that? He ain't making no money, man. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? He ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? No money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't making that's $20 million in revenue, bruh. $20 million in revenue. And he ain't even doing $1 million in pay-per-view. You go Deontay Wilder, $75 a pay-per-view unit. That's almost 25 million. Do the math. 325,000 pay-per-view buys, right? $75 a pop towards 20 pounds a pop for $1 million. Deontay Wilder grossed almost 4 or 5 more million than Anthony Joshua pay-per-view did. And he's not even reaching $1 million every time. So who the real king of numbers? Who the real king of pay-per-view? And then don't get into the live gate. You got a 100,000 seat stadium, you dig? And I ain't heard not a live gate record being broke from the UK in my life. 100,000 seat stadium and they ain't breaking no records, man. He ain't the draw. He ain't the A side. He got to learn that he the bottom itch here. Bottom itch. Keep it PG-13. You dig? They fooling y'all, man. Now all the truth is starting to come out. He got groupies. He had fanboys over in the UK. Ain't no hardcore boxing fans fucking with AJ at this point. Anybody that's on here buffooning and cooning from the UK, is being paid by Eddie Hearn. He probably stopped paying him as well, too. Dude looking bad. Turn down $50 million and say you want the fight. No, you don't. You sent the Blake contract, bro. Then you sent the lowball offer, bro. You sent the lowball offer because that's what y'all can afford. Y'all can't afford $25 million a fight. You heard what Barry said? We just can't simply give him $25 million. He said that. We simply just can't give him $25 million. We don't have it. because they ain't making no money. AJ wouldn't even make $25 million in this scenario. AJ probably make 15 or 12 himself. They don't have no money. Barry Eddie, they don't have no money. Joshua don't have no money. That's why he don't have the bling bling. Y'all know what it is, man. I'll link the interview link in the description so you can watch it for yourself. Let me know what you think. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. One time for the one time. Don't forget me on Facebook and Twitter. Also got the Facebook group. All 3 links in the description. If you want to follow us on those platforms. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, that link's in the description as well, too. Share the videos. Don't forget about us, man. Hit the bell icon button. We're going to be going live a little bit later. Much blessings to the sisters and brothers across the way as well. Goodfellas Sports TV, man. Everybody keep pushing, keep grinding, keep working. Be safe. Share the videos. Share the videos. Share the videos. We tweet out every video. Retweet the videos. Get it? Share the videos. Appreciate everybody for helping us get over 10,000 subs, man. We going to keep pushing and grinding, and we gone.